Senior Director General of the National Directorate of Employment (NDE) and the Young Progressive Party (YPP) senatorial candidate for Abia Central, Chief Chukwu Wachuku, while addressing the newsmen in his Mbesi country home, noted that he feels sorry for any Igbo politician that is working against the former governor of Anambra State and the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Gregory Obi, adding that such a person has denied himself. Further speaking, Chief Chukwu Wachuku, who said that it will be difficult for any Igbo politician to work against the interests of the flag bearer of the Labour Party, Peter Gregory Obi, in 2023, said that the nationwide clamor for Obi is based on his competence and credibility. According to his words, he said, "I feel sorry for any Igbo politician working against Obi. They have denied themselves. Nigeria is clamoring for a change, and if that change comes from an Igbo man, so be it. If the rest of Nigeria support him, why will we work against him?" That's the question. Because most of these politicians do not even believe in themselves. See, they always like to be under the canopy of others. Under your canopy, under the canopy, under the canopy. And inferiority complex. And I want to be, it has to be me. Well, like they always say, everyone is entitled to his opinion. Let them face what they want to face. We still have a lot of people from the Southwest who are not supporting Tinubu. So it's always like that. But one thing I believe is that a word is enough for the wise, because when you see the I think the reason why this person is saying this is because the numbers of people, majority of the politicians are not supporting him. Just very, very few. And no wonder somebody said, oh, he has not seen any influential politician from Southeast who is supporting Peter Obi. But how many politicians are we talking about? Are they up to the masses on ground? Because the politicians will just try to say, oh, I'm going to mobilize, I'm going to help, and all of that. At the end of the day, nothing of such will happen. And what is the number of those politicians? It is for their own good. Because when they talk about governance and what have you, from some of the candidates that we know, is once they get there, it's just for them to be able to satisfy and compensate the so-called people who they think they have helped them. And it's going to be, oh, you take this position, but for them to not sit down and work for the general good of the public, that is where the problem lies. That is what it lies. And politicians, irrespective of anything, when you talk about marginalization, these politicians have been, no matter what, they are far still better than ordinary citizens who cannot even boast of 3 square meals a day, who cannot boast of meaningful things. So it revolves around all these politicians. Because I see no reason why you tell me that, oh, yes, a lot of my people are getting these positions and all of that, and yet the people are suffering. Then you begin to ask yourself, those who have managed to be in charge of the country, according to their tribes, because they believe that they are winning, go and check their lives, the lives of the people. Apart from the politicians, the same politicians are the ones enjoying this whole thing. So, to me, what is the number of those politicians compared to the masses who are ready to do the needful, because they are the ones who are greatly affected with the situation of this country, not politicians. It might not really be too, because you know that they have this greed for most of these good things. So they just want to have enough, not that they are suffering like the ordinary masses. So everyone is entitled to his opinion. If they want to go in that line, let them go, because at the end of the day, it is the politicians. If you think that they have to be part or they have to be involved with Peter Obi, they are the ones that will even enjoy more than the so-called ordinary citizen. So you don't blame them. Let them do whatever they want to do. They don't want Obi to be the first Igbo president extraction, but this time God will shame all of them. Just like this man is spewing left, right, and center. He urges Okalu. He says it is not time for Igbos. I know. So when it's going to be the time? When it has always been the clamor for the Igbos. So okay, let them bring somebody that is good, not just anyhow. And people have said it. Oh, if you say it is all about Igbo agenda, or Igbos are just supporting Peter Obi, just like one politicians came out to say that the popularity of Obi is just that it revolves around the Igbos. And people have been asking the same question. Go and bring Orji Zokalu, bring what is it called? Rocha Zokorocha, and the likes of them, David Umahi, whether they will get this kind of a support that Peter Obi is getting, they will never get it. And I think that is why a lot of them are really, how will I put it? They are, whether they are jealous or something, they are so jealous of him. Well, God wants to humble them out of relevance. Obi is Nigeria's next president. By God's grace, who rules in the affairs of men. Chief among them is Orji Zokalu, who does not want to support Obi, Mr. Olasi, Joe Igbokwe, Mrs. Odua. They have a deep-rooted identity crisis. Peter Obi all the way. They are all transactional politicians. Hunger is a bad thing. Well, though Peter Obi is the Nigeria Youth Project and not and can never be Igbo project, it is unthinkable and an abomination for any right-thinking Igbo person to work against him, no matter the amounts you were given to do so. We the Igbos didn't even stand by him, but it is incumbent on us to stand with him and give him the necessary sense of belonging. Well, tell them, oh, because you people are selfish and run after money too. Who does not like money? All those who are sharing money and sharing money, who are they sharing money to? All those who are sharing dollars. Everybody loves money. It now depends on individual. It's not as if a group of people they love this. No, there's nobody that will say does not like money in this life. Everybody loves money. It now depends on how you crave for it and what you take as important when it comes to reality, that you're going to take the money or not. Well, Orji Zokalu, David Umahi, Dan Olasi, and it is going to shock them. Is this Igbo politician that will sell Obi in Kano and Sokoto? They always say charity begins at home. It's part of it now. Nobody's saying that, okay, if they go out, all of them, they will always believe that, yes, we have they can do that. They have a, what is it called? They call it something, they call it, they have a what it takes to be this, to be that. They have the influence. That's what they always say. They have the influence. Well, the Igbo politicians who are the ones working against Peter Obi, the likes of Governor David Umahi, Orji Zokalu, and so on, because they rejected by their Fulani jihadis masters to run for president in their party. It will never go well with such an individual. I pray to Baba God to let Igbo people put all their eggs inside one basket. Whenever they support him or not, or whether they support him or not, will be our president. This one is so sure of that.